When we engage in the classroom, enter a Zoom room, compete on a playing field, cheer from the stands, perform in the theater, are part of an audience, when we pray together in the chapel, reflect together on retreat, when we encounter each other in lunchrooms, libraries, media centers, in the hallways or in our youth centers, we are walking together. If we have open minds, humble hearts, and vibrant spirits, we are also learning from each other along the way. No doubt, we will have missteps. We live in a complex world fraught with challenges. It is a beautiful world charged with grandeur. It is dark, and it is bright. It is a world that we have neglected through ignorance and arrogance, and so its problems have festered. It is also a world in which dreams have materialized, ideas coalesced, and progress made. It is a world that both cowers before and celebrates its diversity. It is a world reconciled to God, and we have much to offer each other as we make our way. Students, the young of the community, you are taking your first steps towards finding meaning, towards creating a more just world, towards building stronger solidarity. You often embrace a broader vision and have bolder dreams. The world is waiting for you to take your place, to make your mark. Teachers, mentors, tutors, chaplains, counselors, coaches, school administrators, and personnel are especially committed to accompanying you on these first steps of your life's unique journey. If we remain open, your unique perspective, idealism, and energy will inspire and renew us, and we can offer you the fruit of our experience. We are committed to creating the space for you to explore your interior life, to find your purpose, to discern wisely, and to grow in faith and character. We are committed as men and women of hope to accompanying you, as men and women of faith, and as men and women of love. We are committed to accompanying you in both the joy and the challenges that you face. We are committed to sharing our faith and the life mission that it inspires. So when you embark on your life's journey, you will do so as faithful young men and women who are for and with others, who have a clear conscience and authentic compassion, who are intellectually competent and committed to the faith that does justice. As Ignatius Loyola wrote, we tend in our schools to stress the formation for life rather than the acquisition of knowledge. Listen as these students and young people from the Jesuit Global Network of Schools and Christian Life Communities speak of their experiences of being accompanied by the adults in their lives.
Bom, em casa, na minha vivência, eu sempre fui apoiado e incentivado a estudar e a praticar projetos escolares. O porquê disto é justamente por ter pais ambos professores e, por um lado, educados pela rede jesuíta. Agora, em um âmbito escolar, quando eu cheguei no diocesano, eu senti um acolhimento especial da rede educativa. E a partir disso eu fui me apaixonando cada vez mais pela rede jesuíta. Acho que por um lado foi por ter o apoio de ser quem eu sou hoje da escola. E por outro, foi ter aprendido na prática um dos lemas do diocesano, que diz assim: não preparamos os melhores do mundo, mas os melhores para o mundo. Desde então, eu tentei ser um coração que incendeu os corações. E não sei como agradecer os adultos que me fizeram ser quem eu sou hoje. E por fim, queria deixar uma frase que eu sempre carrego comigo. Para sempre, amar e servir. Bom, eu posso contar a história que quando eu cheguei no diocesano, eu era pequenininho e eu vim de Fortaleza. E assim, quando eu cheguei aqui eu não tinha muita prática de ler cursivamente, digamos assim. É uma coisa besta, mas para mim na época foi bem difícil no caso. E os textos que a professora passava, para mim eu não entendia muito. E com a ajuda da coordenação e dos meus pais, eu comecei a entender um pouco mais a letra. E foi um baque indescritível para mim. Acho que foi a primeira mudança radical da minha vida, assim, e foi isso.
Greetings, I am Mary Orlean L. Antonio from Savor School Valley, Philippines. I feel the support from the adults in my community. They accompany and journey with me as a youth. From my parents, relatives, friends, and network, from the faculty, admin, staff, kuyas, and ates of XSN, and many more. They let me be who I am. They acknowledge I'm truly blessed with talents, skills, and so on. They help me to hone my potential, build a solid foundation, have holistic development, and always strive to become a better version of myself each day. Especially during challenging times, such as when I'm in doubt or troubled, they support me even more, and I'm able to persevere. They know my goals and aspirations. They initiate to extend any assistance and encourage me to pursue them. Yet my life's journey will not be meaningful without a purpose. My faith in God is vital. My parents, the church, and CLE teachers have taught me the importance of prayer and Bible reading, and I continue to grow in my spiritual life. They are also the main people who shape my moral character. They encourage me in the mission of reconciliation and justice through their words and actions. Sir Layugan, the current moderator of XSN YCLC, has journeyed with me as his former mentee, a friend of his, a part of the YCLC family, an XSN student, a youth, and as a person. To Sir Father Mike Pineda and Ms. Pacherto, XSN YCLC is forever grateful. I, as the current YCLC prefect, hope and pray for the best of YCLC, now and in the years to come. To Mrs. Chu, the XSN principal, I have journeyed with you as a pioneer of XSN since grade 3. Thank you for all you do for XSN, for always looking out for us, and for treating us as people dear to you. Thank you for giving XSN YCLC the opportunity to take part in this activity as well. Everyone has their own unique experiences to share about this. Although sometimes you may feel that the support is lacking or no one does so, remember, nobody's perfect. Yet we're improving and doing what we can. I appreciate all they do for us. I hope that the adults in our community can journey with the youth towards a bright and good path and destination. For each other, the community, the country, and the world. Luciat looks, let your light shine. Please stay safe and healthy. Thank you, and God bless.
Hi, my name is Pavel, and I'm a junior here at the Jesuits Center of Education in Nowy Sącz. And by representing my school, I want to tell you about how my class teacher helped me and how it affected me. So back in the day when I wasn't part of this school, I never had problems with my confidence or self-esteem. But when I came here in 7th grade, I became a victim of bullying. I was getting picked on because of my appearances, and that really messed me up, believe me. It lowered my grades and I wasn't feeling very well. When my class teacher, Miss Marszałek, recognized what I was going through, she helped me and talked to me about my appearances, about my confidence, and with her help and my friends, I can say that I'm better than ever. Problems happen in every school, but here I got the help that I needed. So if you see that someone is struggling, give them a helping hand, because it means everything. And if you had similar problems to me, then remember, keep your head held high and don't listen to people that have nothing better to do than just make other people miserable.
Hello, I am William Abuti, a Form 4 student at St. Aloysius Gonzaga Secondary School in Nairobi, Kenya. I am 17 years old and I stay with my mom and my 4 siblings in Kibera slums. I joined St. Aloysius in 2018 and I'm waiting to sit for my final exams, the Kenya Certificate of Secondary Education exams, which will begin March 2022. When I joined St. Aloysius, I was hopeless until I met the school chaplain, Father Terry, who helped me to discover myself. He has been journeying with me since Form 1 till now. Through him, I have been able to see the value of living. He has helped me to open up and made me a better person. He baptized me when I was in Form 1, and this marked a new beginning of my spiritual journey. We have had several encounters with him, during which he has instilled in me spiritual values. As a result, I I had a chance to go and teach the Form 3 students some of these values during their quest retreat a few days ago. My character also has changed since I wasn't a well-behaved student, but through his encouragement and guidance, my moral characters changed. He has also helped me develop the sense of belonging and sharing with others in the community. I really appreciate his kindness, his fatherly love, and care. May God bless him so much, and may God bless the St. Aloysius community.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Isor Esman-Morel, j'ai 13 ans et je suis en 3e dans le collège Saint-Louis-de-Gonzague-Franklin, à Paris. À mon âge, on me demande régulièrement ce que je veux faire plus tard. Je me sens depuis plusieurs années appelée à faire des études d'ingénieur. Le métier est penché sur les sciences que j'aimais beaucoup déjà, mais ce qui m'a fait choisir ce métier, c'est ma fascination pour l'espace. Comme beaucoup d'enfants, je voulais explorer l'espace, et sachant que découvrir ce lieu mystérieux nécessitait les sciences, je me suis penchée sur ça. Mes amis de l'époque ont des pères ingénieurs et j'avais entendu parler de ce métier grâce à eux. Je me suis rendu compte que c'était une très bonne idée, l'idée a germé, et maintenant je concrétise le projet. Bref, je me pose plein de questions. Quelles sont les options en fonction de mes objectifs? Comment dois-je travailler sur mes talents? Je suis très anxieuse, j'hésite, je ne sais pas vraiment comment choisir. Parmi les personnes qui m'aident à y voir plus clair et à comprendre ce que je peux faire, ma marraine, qui n'est pas ingénieure, me questionne et me pousse à avancer dans la recherche des réponses. En ce qui concerne les études d'ingénieur, elle a réussi à me trouver un stage à l'école polytechnique pour découvrir le monde de la recherche, les laboratoires hyper spécialisés et la vie dans cette école d'ingénieur. Si cette école était un rêve depuis que j'ai 8 ans, ma marraine me tend une perche pour approfondir maintenant que j'en ai 13. J'ai besoin de conseils, mais de conseils ouverts pour choisir cette orientation, les options à prendre. Elle m'accompagne pour mieux sentir ce que j'aime et sais faire, tout en regardant en vue mes objectifs et en me laissant libre de choisir et de dire oui. Comme un échange, elle me partage ses conseils pour ma vie d'adulte et je lui raconte mes expériences dans mes questions, mon travail, parfois mes doutes de la vie de tous les jours.
Good day everyone! Cora personalis, or simply care for the person. Throughout my entire life journey in high school for 6 years, I can truly say that I've experienced that through my teachers, schoolmates, and even those that I've interacted with. Allow me to talk about my experience with one of my teachers, Mr. Patrick Layugan. I remember him 3 years ago when he was still a substitute teacher in our class, and his way of teaching moved me to have faith with conviction. We believe not because we are forced to, not because we need to pass the subject, not because we need to master the concepts that are being taught, but rather, I can feel that God is working on me in my everyday life, even in the most littlest ones. And I remember telling myself, I wish I get to bond more with Mr. Layugan. Surprisingly though, I remember he knew me even way before, even if he was not my actual subject teacher. I remember an old friend of mine who is already in college who invited me one lunch break to Mr. Layugan's office where everyone is welcome to stay during lunch to talk about anything, and I gladly accepted her offer. Then 2021 came and so did YCLC, or Youth Christian Life Community. I told myself this is such a perfect timing to get to bond with Mr. Layugan on my final year in high school. Then, being with Mr. Layugan really gave me a lot of comfort and assurance that he is a safe space to talk to whenever I needed someone to talk to about anything. He really checks on his students regularly, which really means a lot to me. Overall, I can really say that Mr. Layugan is a brother figure to me, and I wish and I aspire to be the same to other people that I encounter as well.
Hola, mi nombre es María Gabriela Vidal Salcedo, soy de Colombia y estudio en el Colegio San Pedro Claver de la Compañía de Jesús en Bucaramanga. Me alegra decir que desde siempre he podido contar con el apoyo y el acompañamiento de mis padres, que gracias a que pertenecen a la comunidad de vida cristiana CBX, a su influencia por la espiritualidad ignaciana, me han ido guiando a lo largo de mi vida para crecer sanamente en todas las dimensiones. Esto por medio de herramientas como el examen diario que me enseñaron desde muy pequeña o la correcta toma de decisiones desde el discernimiento. Una actividad que realizamos en familia todas las semanas es revisar cómo nos fue en esa semana, expresar cómo nos sentimos y mirar en qué podemos mejorar para la siguiente semana. También desde acciones pequeñas como bendecir los alimentos cuando nos sentamos juntos en la mesa o participar juntos en acciones de servicio y misión. Una actividad muy importante también fue el reloj de la familia, que nos permitió darnos tiempo para revisar nuestro proyecto de familia y que cada año vamos actualizando y mejorando. También asimismo estoy creando mi principio y fundamento y mi proyecto de vida personal, que gracias a esta experiencia me ha ayudado a crecer y a conocerme más como persona. En este momento estoy cursando mi último año de secundaria y desde que entré a un preescolar el colegio ha sido fundamental para mi crecimiento integral, en especial la pastoral, que me ha brindado espacios para fortalecer mis talentos y así poderlos poner al servicio de los demás. Me han servido muchísimo espacios como el movimiento juvenil Huellas, tanto cursante como guía, los espacios y cursos de liderazgo, tanto regionales y nacionales, los programas del colegio como el Formación y Acción Social FAS, que nos sirvan para ponerlos al servicio de la comunidad, y los encuentros con Cristo. En cada uno de estos pasos he podido contar con el apoyo y el acompañamiento de los profesores, asesores y psicólogos del colegio, que siempre han estado pendientes de mi proceso, en especial en momentos difíciles como lo fue la pandemia, en la que me hacía mucha falta poder compartir con mis amigos y aprender presencialmente. Pero gracias a ellos poco a poco pude ir superando esa etapa y pude volver a hacer lo que más me gustaba. Siento que gracias a todas las gestiones de la Compañía de Jesús y las enseñanzas de Ignacio de Loyola que se ven reflejados en los adultos de mi comunidad, soy quien soy en este momento.
My name is Choi Hoi Young Shannon, and I am currently a student studying at Marymount Secondary School in Hong Kong. I would say I most definitely had an experience of an adult in my community accepting me for who I am, but at the same time challenging me to be more. They would be my teacher advisors, whom I've been working very closely with in the student council. My teacher advisors have been accepting me for who I am, in that they've allowed me to put forth my own ideas in many projects. They give me the room to live on my creativity, passion, and innovation. They respect my ideas as well as validate my concerns, helping me gain confidence in my work plus in making decisions as leader. I did really used to lack self-confidence prior to taking up this role, but now I've been challenged by my teacher advisors to become a much more confident person who is less afraid of speaking up and standing firm for my beliefs. My teacher advisors have also been accepting me for my true self, an imperfect individual that makes mistakes here and there. I've been enlightened by them that mistakes are all part of the process, for only through making mistakes do we grow wiser. In fact, I would say that I've been challenged by my teacher advisors to be more discerning, mature, and wise. I now tend to consider more perspectives and think outside of the box more often, such that I can avoid repeating the same mistakes over and over again, become more compassionate of other people's needs, and perfect every plan. Under the guidance of my teacher advisors, who have accepted me for who I am, but at the same time, not forgotten to challenge me to become a better person than I was yesterday, I'm proud to say that I am now much more empathetic, well-informed, and self-assured. I am ever more grateful for their support and invaluable lessons.
Hola, soy Juan Ignacio González Juan, soy de Guatemala, soy estudiante del Liceo Javier y actualmente estoy cursando quinto bachillerato. Lo que valoro mucho del colegio es que los maestros siempre dan el magis y no se limitan a la enseñanza del aula, del día a día, sino que siempre hay maestros que buscan esa relación con sus alumnos, preguntándoles cómo están, cómo va tu día. Quieren poner ese pequeño grano de arena en la vida de esta persona que está floreciendo, que está creciendo. En mi caso me he sentido acompañado por los maestros de teatro, José Miguel Saquich, Lorena López y Carmen Alicia Estrada, ya que todo lo que me han enseñado ha sido para la vida, no solo para el teatro, sino para la vida. Todo lo que es enfrentarme a mí mismo, creer en mis sueños, forjar carácter, porque el teatro te forja un carácter, una actitud que mantienes fuera y dentro del escenario, apoyar al prójimo, tener una relación con Dios. Académicamente también recibí el apoyo Edna Ramírez y Roberto Boror, ya que ellos me enseñaron a desafiarme mis miedos, mis inseguridades y creer en mí mismo, en mis trabajos, en mi inteligencia, que soy capaz de alcanzar las cosas y me las propongo de corazón. Mi acompañante Iván González, ella me ayudó con mi proyecto de vida, ver qué es lo que yo quiero para mí, qué espero de mí en un futuro, qué quiere Dios de mí. Entonces, todo eso sí es algo que yo valoro porque me la he pasado muy bien con esta gente que nunca me ha dejado sola, siempre ha estado en mi vida. Y el colegio ha sido una segunda casa, una segunda familia, donde reír, donde llorar. Así que sí, lo valoro todo y no me arrepiento de nada.
Hola, soy Marta, estudiante de segundo bachillerato en el Colegio San José de Blanca de los Barros, y desde la pastoral del colegio se nos ofrece la actividad de los acompañamientos, donde un pastoralista o jesuita se ofrece acompañarte a crecer en tu fe durante 2 años. Para mí, el acompañamiento significa un momento de parada y orden. Vivimos en una sociedad que va todo muy deprisa, que queremos todo ya, y además ahora con los estudios parece ser que si tenemos que prescindir de algo porque no llegamos a todo, tiene que ser de dedicar ese tiempo a tu fe. Así que creo que es fundamental tener estos momentos de parada donde ordenas tu vida. La relación con tu acompañante es una relación muy cercana, donde te escucha y te ayuda a crecer en tu fe. Gracias a los acompañamientos me he dado cuenta de que Dios es un pilar fundamental en mi vida y que la fe es algo personal, íntimo, pero que tienes que vivirlo con vida. Así que, bueno, para concluir, diría que el acompañamiento me ha ayudado a definirme como persona, a confiar en el otro y, lo más importante, a saber cómo Dios me llama a mi vida.
Hello, I am Louis Worthy III, a graduate of Loyola Academy in St. Louis, and I currently attend DeSmet Jesuit High School, St. Louis, Missouri, where my Jesuit education has encouraged, empowered, and equipped me to be more and do more. My Jesuit education has afforded me endless possibilities and the absolute knowledge that God is truly in control of everything on this world. What do I mean? On paper, I do not belong at a school like DeSmet, and in my head, I didn't belong here either. My family struggled financially and I live very far from DeSmet. Would I fit in? But when I stepped onto DeSmet's campus for the very first time, Mr. Sullivan encouraged me by saying, "Well, I think you will be a great fit here, especially in here with me in the admissions office." That was the start of a new friendship. By strategically placing people and role models in my life, from teachers like Mr. Welling and Ms. Bowers, to coaches and mentors like Coach Steeples and Grandma and Grandpa Jacobs, my counselor Mrs. Soderman, and I can never forget my mom, I was able to see and live God's plan for me. All of these people and many others along the way contribute to my success as a student. There was a period in my time here at DeSmet where I felt like I wasn't myself and I was just behind in life. But then my mother told me something I'll always remember. You are exactly where you are supposed to be. And so ever since, I have never questioned my position or place on this earth. With my God, there are no accidents. So that means everyone God surrounds me with, whether they have good or bad intentions, is in my life for a reason. The teachers God has given me to look up to are the reason I have been able to grow that faith and confidence that my mother planted in me so I can thrive in a school like this. For example, coming into DeSmet, I never liked to ask for help, and I always felt that I had to carry all the weight on my shoulders. After a talk with my Mandarin teacher, Mrs. Sang, I realized that I will not always be able to bury my head and bulldoze through problems. Sometimes I'm going to have to strategize and ask others for help. I could go on and on about every teacher, coach, and mentor in my school and how they have blessed me, but that would take at least the next few days. So instead, I will sum it all up for you. Ad maiorem Dei gloriam, for the greater glory of God, and men and women for others. That is what the people in my school have been able to instill in me as I continue this journey called life.
Consider these testimonies. Consider the profound effects of being there for someone. Who has lifted you up? Whom have you lifted? Consider what it has meant for you to be accompanied. Consider what it means for you to accompany someone else.